Hello everybody and welcome to another broadcast of the show 18 here on the Viper TV here as we are set to do a matchup here in franchise mode. We are starting a 3-game series against the Minnesota Twins, and this is game 19 of our 162 run. And as you see right here, we got actually some news after the last game. I sent Matt Andrees down to Durham, and we brought up Jose Dialon, if I pronounced his name correctly, and he's going against Mike Pineda tonight. So we're going to have him debut tonight, and after that will be Jake Faria, followed by Nathan Eovaldi, and we'll go back on top of the rotation, which would be Archer. So anyhow, before we start, as always, I show you guys at what the East standings looks like, and we are in 4th. We dropped down a spot after losing the last 2 to the Rangers, and the Yankees are still the top dog. They are 12-7 right now, and right now we're not riding too hot. We're 4-6 in our last 10, so we got to try to change that up right here in this series. So we'll take a look real quick and see where the Twins are at. If anybody is curious, they are in 4th as well, and they are 4-6 in their last 10, and their record is 8-9 at the moment. So, anywho, I'm going to go ahead here and get the lineups set up, and we will be underway. Alright, the lineups are all set up, and we did have to change, evidently, with Dialon. He must have just pitched over at Durham because his energy bar was at half, so we changed it and put Jake Faria in. We'll probably have to put Faria, and maybe Dialon will pitch the next game, or Eovaldi, one or the other. It'll be coming soon, but
Friday
either way.
Night baseball under the dome at Tropicana Field. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of 3 between the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball comes your way next.
You all know the drill. I'm gonna let the commentary do the commentary, and I will jump on at the end and give you my thoughts.
Jacob Faria, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. This guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First delivery to him on the way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Up next for Minnesota, Joe Mauer. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Working on striking out the side in the first. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Michael Pineda, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
So striding in, Malik Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of...
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Great sliding catch right there, but that can be awful risky. If you flop that one and mess it up, that ball's going to the wall, and everybody's scoring. He secures the catch, and the runners have to stand pat.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's hitless in 6 tries. And that one just missed outside. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Another payoff pitch. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasted him.
Into the box now, Jose Bautista, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Miller.
In now, Brad Miller, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. The 2-2. In the air out to straightaway left. And that's going to fall for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Here's Carlos Gomez. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's only 2 for 10. Into right field. That's a base hit. And the run will score as the Rays cash in on an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Here's Echeverria now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In comes Kepler. Goes into a slide and he's got it. Great play, and there's 2 gone.
Not an easy thing to do to stop one from going in the gap, but a nice sliding catch right there. He sure made that look easy.
Into the box, Matt Duffy, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Given the situation, he's got an opportunity to break this game wide open. The 0-2 once more. High in the air down the right field line. Kepler's on his horse, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Rays will settle for just the 1. We'll head to the 2nd inning here in St. Pete. It's the Rays 1 and the Twins nothing. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Logan Morrison. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the 2nd.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's take a look at Carlos Gomez. The former Gold Glover is an igniter for his team. Has made some of the most dramatic catches in recent years. Let's see if he makes one today.
The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. First offering on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith has it in his sights, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Batting second, right fielder, Max Kepler.
Stepping into the box, Max Kepler. He'll work on keeping this top of the 2nd alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer up the middle. Miller towards 2nd. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Here's C.J. Cron now, head-to-head against Michael Pineda.
And
he's
leading
hitless
off for
in
the
3
Rays,
at-bats.
designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. Dives and he hangs on for the out. Wow.
Oh, and the highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Heading after it is Kepler. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. Throw into second, and he's safe.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Digging in to try it again, Malik Smith. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Three balls and a strike to count to Malik Smith. On deck, there you see Denard Span. He'll hit next. The 3-1. Line hard, but foul.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third. So they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Denard Span is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Ready with another 2-2. And that slider must have been low. It's ball 3.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Jose Bautista. He grounds it sharply to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Striding into the box, Jorge Polanco. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here now the 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Smith's on the move. He's got it one away. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth, catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit hard up the middle. Echeverria has it, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. It remains 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Miller, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Brad Miller.
The 1-1. Line towards center field. Buxton is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Gomez.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Carlos Gomez becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 3rd. Stepping in now, Adeiny Echeverria, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Matt Duffy flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 3-1 takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, C.J. Cron, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. The 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw to 3rd. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Line drive to center field. Buxton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Rays will settle for just the 1. 3 innings complete. Tampa Bay leads this one 2-0. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning.
Byron Buxton.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. The windup and the 0-1. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
So digging in now, Joe Mauer. He got called out on strikes his last time through. The 0-1 on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Duffy loves it. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Rays are challenging the...
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batters ruled out.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. So Tampa's batting order turns over. Set to go. Malik Smith set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 2-1 home is a ball below the zone.
Well, ball 3 there. Hey, and the Rays right now, they would love to take a leadoff walk to start this inning.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Ready for another shot now. Denard Span. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
The 1-0. Swing and a little blooper to center. Buxton ranging forward, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
From the stretch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Into the box, Brad Miller. High in the air out to center field. Buxton is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Logan Morrison. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. And right into the shift. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie.
Riding in once again, Eddie Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Span is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Ready for another chance? Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Twins cut the lead in half here. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Polanco is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. He pulls this one into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Twins do draw closer, however, and they do it via the solo home run. Middle of the night from St. Pete. It's the Rays 2 and the Twins 1. Digging in once again, Carlos Gomez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Carlos Gomez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays, as their leadoff hitter is aboard. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night, as this one finds its way into center. And as we call on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently leads the Rays in that category. Here's Echeverria now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 2-0. Sent on the ground out to second. From his bottom. Wow, a flip to second for one. On to Mauer, it's a double play.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Duffy. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. In his career, Duffy is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Fouled off. Castro might try to make a play on it. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 to short. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Rays held in check here. They still lead it 2-1. Eduardo Escobar standing in to start things out in their half of the 6th, as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. Now another 0-2. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 15, catcher, Jason Castro.
So 1 away, and here's the left-handed hitting catcher, Jason Castro. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Sliced hard on the ground. Duffy has it. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Here's Byron Buxton now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. windup and the 0-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down go the Twins in order. They still trail it here 2-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Twins, number 56, Fernando Rodney.
Here's C.J. Cron now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Two-0 count. The pitch takes this. And aboard to get the inning underway.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Stepping in now, Wilson Ramos, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
The left fielder,
Malik Smith the next to hit. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Three and 2 now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rosario is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Leading off the inning, Joe Mauer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Smith in pursuit, and they can't run it down. Here comes another 0-2. He pulls this one into right. Gomez is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Striding in once again, Brian Dozier. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. Batista is there for it. 2 down.
The batter, number 99, designated hitter.
Digging in to try it again, Logan Morrison. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Minnesota, number 57, Ryan Presley.
Digging in once again, Jose Batista. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Baseman, Jose Batista.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first is Bautista on his way to second now. The relay throw. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so a double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
In now, Brad Miller, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And Tampa Bay has taken a 4-1 lead.
Wow, there's a case of the ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Here's Carlos Gomez as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Drilled to the right side. And Gomez will reach. It's a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 from 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here's Echeverria now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Gomez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. In there, a base hit. And he is in there.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Matt Duffy, and their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nope. The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1-0. With runners in scoring position this season, Duffy is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having...
And to score is the runner from third, and that will stretch the lead to 4 now.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're in grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
High in the air down the right field line. Kepler's on his horse. He's there and records the first out. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Malik Smith the next to hit. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Just a bit low, ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Long throw to third. And he will make it to third by a whisker as he's safe on a very close play.
Hey, guys, he's got to be shaking his head right there on the mound. He executed everything he wanted to in his game plan right there. Breaking ball below the zone, and he's able to dig that out for a base hit. He has to be frustrated right now.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton has a play. And that retires the side. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rays 6 and the Twins 1. Ryan Weber will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Ryan Weber.
Ready once again, Eddie Rosario. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Digging in and looking for more, Max Kepler. He went deep last time up.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Hit back up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, shortstop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Polanco. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Smith's on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Minnesota, number 55, Taylor Rogers.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jose Bautista. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Here's a strike. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Kepler's there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance. Brad Miller. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Ground ball right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos Gomez. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Now the 1-0. Base hit into right center.
Now batting, the shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Up next for the Rays, Adeiny Echeverria. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. set and the pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. The tag gets one. On to Mauer, it's a double play, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. The Rays lead it 6-1. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from inside the Trop as you get a nice look outdoors at some of the activity in nearby Tampa. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 15, catcher, Castro.
Stepping in, Jason Castro. He was a ground-out victim last time up. 1-1 to Jason Castro.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Now batting, center fielder,
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Byron Buxton, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. Swung on by Broxton, and this is sent to deep left field. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo home run for Byron Buxton. Second home run early in the year. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Man, he threw a two-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
first baseman, number 7.
So here's Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer.
Just got a piece up the line. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Tampa Bay jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jacob Faria gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Now it's going to wrap it up for today's game, as we're going to take a look at the highlights, and I'm going to give you guys my post-game thoughts.
The final lights for our ball game tonight.
Nothing really to say. We did outstanding today. We got out in front early, and Jake Faria was just outstanding, and that really helped us. And the hits, wow, the hits were coming fast and furious. I think we could have got maybe a couple more runs. I think we left too many runners on base. I think we left like 11, 13, somewhere around there. But, you know, either way, we got the W, and that's all that matters. And unfortunate for Faria, he almost had that no-hitter, and then he gave it up, as you see on this highlight, to Max Kepler, I think it was. So either way, that's pretty much it. It was a great game, and we get the early advantage in the series. and I was thinking I might have Navaldi pitch game 2, and possibly D'Alone will pitch game 3. So either way, I hope you guys did enjoy this video of the Show 18 season mode, game 19, game 1 against the Twins. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please subscribe and like the video, and I will see you guys for game 2, and hope you guys enjoyed once again, if it was the outcome or not the outcome. Either way, so long everybody.